Hey everyone, it's me. Welcome to my channel. We are about to dive into one of the most popular parables ever told. Yes, I'm talking about the parable of the prodigal son. We've all heard it before, so why are we exploring it again? Why does this ancient tale from the Bible still resonate so deeply with us today? What fresh insights can it offer to our modern ears? Well, get ready for an adventure. Join me as we unpack this parable, revealing its timeless wisdom and uncovering the surprising ways it continues to shape our lives, even in the 21st century. Ready? Let's get started. The parable of the prodigal son is found in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15, verses 11 to 32. It tells the story of a father who has two sons. The younger son demands his inheritance early and goes off to a distant land where he squanders his fortune. When his money runs out, he finds himself in desperate circumstances and ends up working for a local farmer. Hungry and destitute, he is given only scraps to eat. Eventually, he comes to his senses and decides to return home, hoping for forgiveness and a chance to start over. Upon seeing him from afar, the father is overcome with emotion, runs towards his son, and embraces him joyfully. He orders a robe to be brought so that the young man can be properly clothed in rings, a celebratory feast in honor of his son's return. All this happens despite the son's confession that he is undeserving. Now, let's take a moment to break down some key elements of this timeless tale. The father in this story is often seen as a symbol of God, as unwavering love and mercy towards humanity. His actions embody the boundless nature of divine grace, always ready to welcome back those who stray. But here's where things get really interesting. Have you ever noticed that this parable doesn't actually use the term forgiveness? Now let me ask you a question. Why do you think that is? What might the author be trying to convey by leaving this concept unspoken? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. You see, the idea of forgiveness isn't explicitly stated because it's not something the father is holding on to. He never brings up what the son did wrong or tries to make him feel guilty about it. Instead, the focus is on the reunion, on the overwhelming joy of having his son back. This challenges us to consider what forgiveness truly means. Maybe it's not just a word we say, but an action we live. Perhaps it's about letting go of resentment and anger, embracing the ones we love, and allowing them to come back into our lives without holding their past mistakes against them. It's about extending a hand of friendship and saying, "I'm here for you." That's what the father does. Doesn't dwell on the past, focuses on the present moment and the future they can build together. Now, let's talk about the older brother. He represents those who feel overlooked or resentful when someone who has done wrong is treated with kindness. You know, the person who sticks by the rules, waiting patiently for their turn, feels overshadowed by the spotlight being shown on the younger sibling. The older brother is angry because he has never been shown such favor. But when he enters the house, the father explains that the younger brother was lost and is now found, emphasizing the immeasurable value of each individual life. In Luke's Gospel, there are actually two other parables that sandwich this one, the lost sheep and the lost coin. All three stories highlight the immeasurable worth of every human life. Just like the 99 sheep or the silver coin, cute, each of us is priceless in the eyes of God. No matter how far we might stray, or how much we might seem lost, there's always a loving presence ready to welcome us back. So why does this ancient story continue to resonate with us today? Because it reflects the reality of our existence. Life is full of ups and downs, successes and failures, joys and heartbreaks. Sometimes we find ourselves making wrong choices, or even taking a wrong turn that leads us away from what we once knew to be right. But just like the younger son, when we realize the error of our ways and genuinely want to return home, we discover that the love that welcomes us back is unconditional. This parable also speaks to the complexities of forgiveness, not just between us and God, but also within our human relationships. Holding on to grudges and resentment can be incredibly damaging, not only to the relationship, but also to our own well-being. The parable challenges us to consider the transformative power of letting go, showing compassion, and embracing those who have strayed. It reminds us that true strength comes not from holding on to pain, but from extending a hand of understanding and forgiveness. Think about it. How many times have you been caught in the cycle of anger and resentment? How many bridges have you burned or relationships have you allowed to crumble due to unforgiveness? The parable invites us to pause, reflect, and choose a different path, one illuminated by empathy and understanding. As we come to the end of this journey through the parable of the prodigal son, I invite you to embrace the timeless wisdom it holds. Allow the teachings of this ancient tale to guide you in your relationships, reminding you of the importance of unconditional love, forgiveness, and second chances. Remember that you are not defined by your mistakes, but by the love that seeks to bring you home. Before we part ways, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this powerful parable. What does it mean to you in your faith journey? How has it shaped your understanding of God's love or forgiveness? Share your insights in the comments section below. Your words might just touch someone else's heart and inspire their own spiritual growth. And if you found this video insightful and want to continue exploring more, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I release new videos every week, each offering a unique perspective on faith and spirituality to nurture your walk with Christ. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey. May the timeless wisdom shared today serve as a guiding light in your life. Until we meet again in our next video, may God's abundant blessings be with you. Remember, you are not alone. God's love surrounds you, offering guidance, comfort, and strength every step of the way. Trust in His unwavering support and embrace the journey,